Tonight, a Fox 5 investigation was an entire city placed in danger while a bunch of officers who were supposed to be on patrol were instead thousands of miles away on a controversial trip.
Well, our John Dutzman broke the story and got his hands on some new video and an internal memo now raising some serious questions tonight.
The opening slate of the production you're about to see has the Hoboken SWAT team logo, but this sure doesn't look like a training film. This video shot, edited, set to music, and circulated by members of the Hoboken SWAT team who were in New Orleans supposedly to provide security during the first Mardi Gras since Hurricane Katrina. On the way back, they made the now infamous stop at an Alabama Hooters where the cops in uniform gave up their guns and posed with Hooters girls. It was these photos exposed by Fox 5 3 months ago that had Mayor David Roberts saying,
"We are all embarrassed today."
Within a day, the SWAT team was abolished, but all the guys involved kept their jobs as cops in Hoboken. Now the embarrassing story continues, and Fox 5 has obtained this memo from March 8, 2006, almost 2 years ago. It was just after the guys got back from that trip. It's from Lieutenant Mark Capitello about manpower and status of SWAT personnel who made the journey. It says, as you are aware, the SWAT team was in Kenner, Louisiana for 2 weeks on security detail to assist with Mardi Gras in New Orleans, creating, in my opinion, a dangerous public safety condition. During their absence, there were several tours where our manpower level was dangerously low, to the point where the safety of the public and the officers who were on duty were placed in a precarious position. He goes on to criticize Chief Carmen LeBruno, who went on part of the trip, for not solving the personnel shortage. Then says, I'm sure the SWAT mission is well intended to Louisiana. However, I do not condone it when the trade-off is the compromise of the safety of our main priority, which is the policing of the city of Hoboken. And the lieutenant is also concerned that several men who came back from the trip were missing, their status unknown, and that he found out from one of the officers that they were given time off from Chief LeBruno for 2 weeks, kind of comp days, or what's called furlough days after their busy trip. LeBruno, seen here getting smooched in this picture and hanging out at the same Mardi Gras the SWAT team was at, has washed his hands of any wrongdoing on his part. Instead, like other city leaders, expressing surprise and outrage at the pictures Fox 5 revealed, which show his men allowing Hooters girls to handle and pose with their dangerous weapons, aiming those weapons many times at the person taking the picture and here at each other. This despite a document that the cops have to sign twice a year that says, I understand that I will at all times treat every firearm as if it were loaded, that I will always ensure they are pointed in a safe direction. I understand that I will not at any time surrender my weapon to anyone other than another law enforcement officer, which we believe includes Hooters girls. Maybe the chief forgot that policy here at a thank you for your help banquet in Kenner, Louisiana. LeBruno is seen in this picture posing with a New Orleans businesswoman who's holding and pointing a SWAT team pistol. The pistol belongs to Lieutenant Angelo Andriani, the center of controversy, the SWAT team leader at the time, and the department's firearms expert. What's so funny? Well, here in this circle of people, Chief LeBruno seems to be having a good old time. What are they playing around with? It's Andriani's pistol. Then you'll see Andriani reach into his ammunition clip and pass out bullets to some of the dignitaries. Despite the obvious violation of police policy, Lieutenant Andriani has never thought of these pictures as a big deal. The so-called gun expert contending all along that an unloaded gun is as harmless as a paperweight, something his lawyer Charles Sciarra repeated recently at a news conference.
An empty gun is a paperweight, essentially.
Back to New Orleans. So far, none of the cops involved in this mess have been disciplined. Some tell me the embarrassment of all this is punishment enough. The fate of the people involved in this mess will be determined soon as the city of Hoboken finally concludes their investigation. In the meantime, Lieutenant Andriani tells Fox 5 that his house is up for sale, that he's received death threats, and he more or less feels his name has been dragged through the mud during this entire process. I'm John Dutzman, Fox 5 News.
And Lieutenant Andriani is also being sued by fellow officers who claim that he is a racist. Andriani is countersuing them for destroying his reputation. Andriani's lawyer contends that his clients will not be disciplined for violating the city's gun policy, and he says if Hooters girls were not involved, this would never be a story. Presented.
Well, for more on this story, including the video and pictures and the Hoboken SWAT team, you can go to myfoxny.com. Plus, check out John Dutzman's blog, where he will give you more background information on the story. And it's a chance to express your opinion. Go to myfoxny.com.